When marimba rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs your shore. Hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower petal in the breeze, bend with ease, sway with me. When you dance you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, different miles will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Other dancers may be on the floor, yeah, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway I grow weak. Come on, dance with me. Sound of violence long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Swim me smooth, swim me now. Make me thrill as only you know how. Swim me smooth, swim me now. Make me thrill as only you know how. Swim me smooth, swim me now. Hop the bobble do bring me sunshine.
Bring me sunshine.
In your smile.
In your smile.
Make me happy. All the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Hello, good evening and welcome to episode 153 of JiveStream. The show must go on and on and on. And yes, it's a bit chillier and it's August the 16th and we're celebrating, if you can say celebrating, remembering Elvis, as it is the anniversary of his passing 43 years ago. He was, how old was he when he passed away? 42. There you go.
Same age as
Longer
me.
ago than he was alive.
Same age as me.
What, 43?
42.
Oh, 42. You're 42.
I'm 42.
Oh, right. Yeah, but you're all right. You're eating healthy.
I'm vegan.
We handle
No drugs, no alcohol.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. So there's going to be a rather Elvisly. Don't worry, I'm not going to, with my overused hoarse voice, I'm not going to, and blonde hair, I'm not going to be doing Elvis impressions all night. Oh no, actually I am. Yeah, no, I am. Yeah, you're right. So here we go. Hopefully you're an Elvis fan, otherwise you're not going to like it. Now we're going to do some Elvisly related songs. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Oh yeah. There you go. There you go.
if Elvis had done Bring Me Sunshine. So before we get into all that, like and share. What have we got the font back? Have we got the font back or just the lower third? We got a lower third and it's got the font. Yeah. Hey, the fonts.
Funky font.
Hey, the fonts. That's cool. Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right, so tell them your like and share program, your campaign.
My what? My like and share campaign. Well, my quest to get everyone banned from sharing on Facebook for doing
Exactly,
it too much.
Well, it's happened to us. So.
It's happened to Steve. Steve keeps getting banned. Trisha probably got banned a couple of times. Yeah, please help us spread the sunshine. You might have noticed. Better quality picture today. We're back to our previous
back
iteration.
to the camera.
Back to the proper camera. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it works for the whole hour. Yes. So
But it wasn't the camera that's the problem, is it? We've got a different program still.
no, same program.
Oh, different thing.
Just tidied up, did a bit of spring cleaning.
Handle some bits and pieces.
Yeah. Flushed out a few digital flues, digital chimneys. You know, swept out some digital chimneys, that sort of thing. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. What's that? Is that like 21st century version of Norman Collier?
Yeah. Visual Norman Collier.
Visual Norman
No.
The internet stutter.
Yeah, but it was only us that was stuttering. The sound was okay.
Yeah, will it? Yeah, exactly. Will it pass the?
We'll
the
see.
prance test?
Steve Frost and Ian Hamilton and Jane Naramore. Maybe I'll have to do a favourite things Elvis prance or something. I don't know. All right. So yes, Elvis. I put on Facebook where I was when he passed away 43 years ago, 1977. I was 13, I think 12 or 13. That's sort of giving away too much already. But anyway, I was on. We were in France. We used to go on to France. En France pour le holiday. In the summer holidays, my gran had a caravan down there, in Argelès-sur-Mer, and I think we were on the way home or something. Anyway, because we used to take a long while driving back and forth, and my dad pointed out knowing I was a fan, pointed at the paper, and it said "Le Roi est mort," which means the king is dead. And I looked at it, and there was a picture, not a very good one, and I didn't believe it at all, because only 2 weeks ago or a week ago, while we were in France, the newspaper had said that the Queen was dead or dying, and it wasn't true. So I was like, oh, whatever, it's not true. And then a magazine called Salut came out, which was all Elvis, with a picture of Elvis from Flaming Star on the cover. I probably still got it. Somewhere, because I kept it. All my cuttings. I got like a book full of cuttings from the radio and TV times that when he died, and all the TV programs, because every single morning during the summer holidays they had Elvis movies on. All that stuff I kept it at the time. So newspaper clippings and stuff. So there you go. That's where I was. Didn't believe it, and that's how I was. Where were you? That's the question for this evening. What are you doing? Where were you if you were alive? Or if it was last lifetime, if you remember. Now, where were you when Elvis the Pelvis, the King, passed away? And were you a fan?
Was he called that in his lifetime?
Well, Elvis the Pelvis?
Yeah.
Of course he was.
Was that an early one?
Yeah, it was an early one. Yeah, Elvis the Pelvis.
And is that the band from TV?
Well, no, it's just around there. It's just that what it was called. The girls
Waist
called
up.
it.
Waist up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the waist up. There's obviously PR as well. Yeah. He was the Hillbilly Cat before that. But that was obviously a more genre-specific core group type thing when he was around Memphis and everything. And then, it was, it was the Memphis... never know, wasn't it?
The Tupelo Mississippi Flash, which was also a song as well.
The Tupelo Mississippi Flash. But mainly he was the Hillbilly Cat. And then, bang, he became worldwide very quickly. All right, so we're going to do a number. We're going to do one you may have heard of. It's called, we've never done before. It's called Don't Be Cruel. Do you remember it? You know I can be found sitting all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to others too. Baby, if I made you mad for something I might have said, please let's forget my past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's still you I'm thinking of. Well, don't stop thinking of me. Don't make me feel this way. Come over here and love me. You know what I want you to say. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. I really love you, baby. Cross my heart. Let's walk up to the preacher and let us say I do. 'Cause then you know you have me, and I know that I'll have you. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's still you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's still you I'm thinking of. Yeah. There you go. And of course, very difficult to really get that Elvisy thing without the amazing Jordanaires, who are such an important part of the sound. Yeah. Where are the Jordanaires when you need them?
So we've got some answers.
No backing tracks, you see.
We've got some answers. It says.
Good.
Oh well, first of all,
I'll have me tea. Who's here?
Oh, should we say hello first, and then find the answers to.
Have
the
a quick hello.
So quick hello to Brian. We've got April. We've got Susie. Says welcome to my world. Welcome to our world. Susie Gurnett.
Susie Gurnett. Yeah, she put loads of pictures up of her going to Memphis to Graceland. Like. We went there too.
We can tell our Graceland story later on.
We can tell our Graceland story.
We've got... Oh, keeps jumping about, sorry. We've got Marion, we've got Ian Hartley, says, Heidi, hi, folks. We've got Anita from dreary Suffolk. We've got Joy Ball. We've got Stefania, Graham, Trisha, Susanna, Lionel, and Andy from Canterbury, Helen, and another Helen, and Jane. And then over on YouTube we've got Alan Wheatley from Evesham, Johnny J. Tam from South Philly. We've got Corey Cohn. Hello, I don't have a teddy bear or blue suede shoes, but I have been to Vegas, so viva Las Vegas. We've got Charlie Francois. We've got Frank from the Netherlands. We've got Toz Info. Speaking of teddy bear, says Johnny J. Tav, I remember when I was a kid at the movie theatre, I saw the trailer of Elvis Lovin' You 1957, singing that song, Never Forget That.
I should have done that one.
Over on Twitch, we've got Frank from the Netherlands. We've got Sound of Maggots. We've also got Toz Info there as well. Yay for Elvis, says Sound of Maggots. And then, Michael Bernardi as well. Yes. Where were they? Sorry. Yes. So, answering the question of where were you when Elvis... So, Brian King, it says, a week or two after Elvis died, some graffiti appeared a couple of days apart. The first said, Elvis lives, and below it someone put, and they buried the poor fellow. It amused me.
You started your humour that early, did you?
Yeah. No, that's probably not a joke. That probably is real. So,
no, I remember seeing that, yeah. Probably not on the same wall.
Old Nick Esquire says, I don't really remember hearing about Elvis dying, but I do recall the Daily Mirror song. The Danny Mirror song. I remember Elvis Presley, which was sad. We've got... So June says, I was at home with Tony, my husband of 40 years, next Sunday. Had just left my flat where I lived in Old Street, London, to drive home to Bermondsey, and I heard it on the radio, the King was dead, and he called me. I was heartbroken. Jackie says, I was working for a Golden Wonder Crisps. Do you know Gary Lineker? It was the one day our manager let us have the radio in the office. They played all his records. Tricia says, I was Oh, is that Walker's? Oh, sorry. That's Walker's crisps. See, I don't eat crisps, so that's shows me
I
ignorance.
don't even know what you're talking about.
With
Anyway.
fried snacking. Gary Lineker does the ads for Walker's crisps, and she said Golden Wonder crisps, and I conflated crisps. Anyway, moving on. Trisha Coombs said I was sitting on top of the landing at 10 p.m. that night. My mum was on the phone to my uncle, wishing my Uncle Jack a happy birthday. She heard on the news that Elvis Presley had died. The King and I sat on the stairs crying, my eyes out, because I was so upset. The love of my life had died. I was only 9 at the time. Oh. And that's pretty much it. Oh, Todd says, when Elvis died, I was working at a Lafayette electronics store in North Hollywood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. And Steve, a couple of people put some on my post on Facebook, Steve Frost and that. Tell your story. Tell your story. All right, then. So we're going to do another one. This is Money Honey. You know the landlord ring my front door bell. I let it ring for a long, long spell. I went to the window, peeped through the blind, asked him to tell me what was on his mind. He said, money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want to get along with me. Down the hall and I was so hard-pressed. I called the woman that I love best. I finally got my baby about 3:30. I said, I want to know what you want with me. I said, money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want to get along with me. Yeah, now. And now I know the sun may shine and the wind may blow, the women may come and the women may go, before I say I love you so. I want money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want to get along with me. Money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want to get along with me. Yeah, money, honey, money, honey. And that was one of the things that I was saying. It sounds weird, but I've always thought that in a way, when you talk to people, Elvis is almost an underrated singer as a singer. I know that sounds silly because he's the king and he's really famous and everybody knows him, but he got so big and he has so much of an image, and you see so many impersonators that often...
Yeah, the icon of Elvis.
The icon of Elvis is
overshadowed the actual artist. I think.
Yeah, and especially now, there are probably some people that have only seen Elvis impersonators.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing
and it's become a caricature. Whereas if you go back to the source, he is incredible.
Yeah,
talent.
I remember Cassidy even saying when they put on the 68 special, and her mum, because she said her mum was always talking about Elvis and she liked Elvis, and then she watched the 68 special and she's like, whoa, whoa, because when you see the real article or the real thing, it's like, you know. But to think about it, there's so many people all over the world are making a living being Elvis.
He must be the most impersonated artist of all time, I would have thought.
Must be, yeah. I know, yeah, but he was such a great singer because he was able to. He took all the music we love, all the roots of rock and roll, all the roots of Elvis. He took them all, and all the singers, and was able to emulate them, to duplicate them, to sing just like them. So he sang like he could do Dean Martin. He did all the gospel. He almost gets a male version of Mahalia Jackson at some points. It's the four. Is it the four tunes? The four.
Ink Spots as well.
Yeah, the Ink Spots. Clyde McPhatter, like that one, Clyde McPhatter and the Dominoes. And he would take them, duplicate them, and get them exactly right, and yet sound like him.
So what you're saying, he was the Bruce Lee of rock and roll.
Yeah, he would like take all the bits, but he would come out. But you can hear them when you're a singer or when you've heard the songs a lot. You can hear what he's doing, but it still sounds unbelievably like him. He like brings it home. He brings it home to himself. Anyway, it's amazing. But his influences, he was a very widely influenced. And as Pete was saying, there's not many of the great rock and roll guys that could really do a ballad as well. And that's what he could do. So that's why he became universal quite quickly. All right, then.
There's another story. Steve says he was 13. He was a 13-year-old paper boy. Got £2 a week. Saw the headline, "The King is Dead." Thought to myself, "We've got a queen, not a king." After a few papers, I realised it was Elvis. I delivered the papers quickly, apart from the one that I took home to show my dad, his dad. There were tears, as we were both big fans. And yes, I got told off for not delivering a paper.
Yeah, that's the ones they. Yeah, you wrote on my Facebook page. There's a few. If you wrote, I can't remember them now, but a few people wrote stories on my my Facebook post. So yeah, put them on here because then we can read them out. Yeah. All right then. So we'll do the obvious one that was heard, one of the first ones ever heard by a lot of people probably. Heartbreak Hotel. Give us some sort of introduction. Sound like the Pink Panther. Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of lonely street at Heartbreak Hotel. Oh, well, I feel so lonely, baby. I feel so lonely. I feel so lonely, I could die. Well, Life's tears keep flowing. The desk clock's dressed in black. They've been so long down lonely street, they never coming back. Oh, well, I feel so lonely, baby. Oh, they're so lonely. Oh, they're so lonely they could die. Well, if your baby leaves you, you got a tale to tell. Just take a walk down lonely street to Heartbreak Hotel. Oh, well, I feel so lonely, baby. I feel so lonely. I feel so lonely I could die. Yeah. Tale to tell. Just take a walk down lonely street to Heartbreak Hotel. Oh, well, I feel so lonely, baby. I feel so lonely. I feel so lonely I could die. Yeah. That was the beginning. They were having a good old prance for. Good old prance, and it wasn't on. I could see my arm. All right, then. Yeah, you go. So any more for any more? Let us know, where were you? Or if you're far too young, which probably most of our audience are probably way too young to have been there when Elvis passed away.
Any stories, Twitch stories? Any of you Twitchers?
Yeah, but let us know the first time you came across Elvis. You first heard Elvis. If you're a fan, what you thought.
What does Elvis mean to you?
Yes, what is it? Obviously yours. Obviously yours.
Michael says, my dad's a big fan. He has a big cutout of him in his window. In this window. In his window or this window? He says this window, but maybe means his window.
Or he might be at his dad's house.
True.
So in this window.
In that window.
That window or his window. That's great. A big cutout. That's good.
Johnny says...
I used to have the full length poster on my door. You know, the...
Gold Lame.
Yeah, in the gold... This, yeah, something like that. It was free with some magazine or newspaper or something. Yeah, it was like full length of my door. And then I had them all over the wall. Like all sorts of stuff.
Johnny says, I was pulling up in the driveway at where I work at the time, in 1972, Chevy Boy was that car... Oh, boy, was that car big. Oh, in a 1972 Chevy, boy, was that car big. I see, wow, yes.
Wow.
Elvis, Tupac and Jim Morrison are living in Wyoming, says Buppy 2000. Do you see them at the deli counter in the local supermarket?
Possibly.
Yeah.
But probably eat well then.
Eat well, yes.
If they're still going. Yeah. All right then. So, all right then. Yeah. So let us know. Where were you when Elvis passed away? When you heard the news, and also if you were, if you can't remember last lifetime when you were there, if you were too young, what were you doing, or how did you come across him? Who was it? Your parents? Did you hear him on the radio? What got you into him, and what do you like about him? All right then. So let's do another one, shall we? This is a bit one-sided. If you want to be loved, well, you got to love me too. Oh, yeah, if you want to be loved, well, you got to love me too. Oh, yeah, well, I ain't for so one-sided love affair. If you want to be kissed, well, you got to kiss me too. Oh, yeah, if you want to be kissed, well, you got to kiss me too. Oh, yeah. Well, I ain't for no one-sided love affair. Well, a fair exchange of beers and a robbery, and the whole world knows it's true. Understanding social problems, baby, that's what I'm telling you. If you want to be hugged, well, you've got to hug me too. Oh, yeah, if you want to be hugged, well, you've got to hug me too. Oh, yeah. Well, I ain't for no one-sided love affair. Hey. Hey. Yeah, play boy. Play the piano. You know you can't take it. Well, baby, oh, I try to give it. If you know you can't take it, well, baby, oh, I try to give it. Well, I ain't for no one-sided love affair. Well, a fair exchange of business robbery, and the whole world knows it's true. Understanding social problems, baby, that's what I'm telling you. If you want to be hugged, well, you got to hug me too. Oh, yeah, if you want to be hugged, well, you got to hug me too. Oh, yeah, 'cause I ain't for no one-sided love affair. Boy, I ain't for no one-sided love affair. Boy, I ain't for no one-sided love affair. Yeah. Oh, nice bit of piano there. Lovely, lovely.
Helen says, I was only 6 years old, so I don't remember, but I do remember watching his films in the late 70s and early 80s. Tricia says, my bedroom was plastered in photos and posters of Elvis. You couldn't see a clear wall. You couldn't see clear wall, all the posters of Elvis, for all the posters of Elvis. I even had a figure of Elvis on the radio. He stood on top of my radio. Ed says, where was I when Elvis died? I was on leave from the Dutch Merchant Marines and at home in Dordrecht in the Netherlands. Yeah, that's it so far. Was 18 years old. Buppy says was 18 years old, shopping in Tower Records on Sunset Hollywood. I've been there.
We've been there.
We
met
William
James T.
Shatner.
Kirk.
Yeah, we met William Shatner there.
And Elvis Costello.
People heard the news and bought up the catalogue. Wow. They're on the spot, I guess. I guess they thought, there's not going to be any more of these. They might be valuable one day. Please do Viva Las Vegas. Can you do Mystery Train? Yes. That's it.
Oh, we'll see if we can. We worked out a few songs, and we got like so many songs we can't actually fit them in. So we're already going to see what ones we can do and what we can't. But we may fit then. Didn't think Mystery Train.
Might have to do more tomorrow.
We only did it once. Didn't we? Yeah, all right. We'll have to think of it.
Might have to be Elvis Week.
Well, it's Elvis Week.
1956 so far.
Hey?
We're all 1956 so far.
Yeah, well, good year. 1956. He said they're all 1956 so far. Well, that was it. That was it. What were your first albums? I had the two 56. Yeah, the complete 56 session. It was 2 albums, wasn't it? Yeah. So I had that, which was brilliant stuff. I had obviously the Sun Sessions, and then obviously 40 Greatest, which I had the normal version and the pink vinyl. Had to get the pink vinyl. Obviously. All right then. Oh, another question is very slim chance, but was anyone out there watching in JiveStream land? Did any of you go to the Elvis weeks? And we talked about the Rockabilly weekends like Hemsby and Caister, but before that, when we were like 14 or 15, me and Pete used to get a bus up, which seemed like hundreds and hundreds of miles, get a bus up to Caister. Was it Caister or Hemsby? Or was it different each time? Great Yarmouth somewhere, around Great Yarmouth, and there was an Elvis weekend, a whole week, and you literally had a whole week, and even during the night, they had films playing all night if you couldn't sleep. There was just Elvis all the time, all sorts of things. That was my first experience busking and playing and singing and playing the guitar when I played guitar in those days. I've got some photographs of that with Pete banging on a pot.
Yeah, we made enough money to actually get home.
Yeah, we made for some reason, I don't know what happened, we made enough money we busked to make the bus fare home or something. Well, we were at school. And and then we had a guy who was called himself Shaky who pretended to play the bass with a broom going dum 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 like that. Anyway, there you go. So did anyone else go to the Elvis Festival? And I think Todd Slaughter used to be there and Major Bailey and all that. And they used to have the Elvis impersonators competition and stuff like that. Saw Marty Wilde. Yeah, a lot of different bands there. Marty Wilde was there. All right, then. So now we're going to do... we can do that already. All right, hold on. I said... I'm going to do a ukulele one. I'm going to do one now. I did actually play on the guitar when I was a wee kiddie wink, and a long time ago when I gave up guitar, and then I started playing ukulele. You can't quite get the sound on the ukulele, but we just decided on doing this literally before the show. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me long, take me to your heart, for it's there that I belong and will never part. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours through all the years, till the end of time. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Take a little bit, Johnny. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. There you go.
Oh,
Love Me Tender from the film of the same name. There you go. I sound just like a 21-year-old.
John Jeffrey says, be careful, I just received a scam phone call saying I'd won tickets to see a tribute act for Elvis Presley or £20,000 cash. He said, press 1 for the money or 2 for the show.
Three to go ready. All right. Any more where have they beans with the beans? Oh, are we doing competition time tonight?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Do you want to do it now or later?
Got the wheel. We've still got the drum of
It's
destiny.
now or never. It's now or never. Competition time. The wheel of fortune.
It's
Or the
not on
drum
this
of
time.
destiny.
The wheel of fortune is not on this time.
Tomorrow will be
Another
too
question.
late. We'll have given our CD away.
So you'll have to wait.
You'll have to wait. Cha-cha-cha.
Yes. So, all right, I got everything working, but then I ran out of time to do the actual wheel of fortune. So Ken
Oh
has
my
done.
God.
Ken has done his magic. So we've got the drum of destiny instead of the wheel of fortune.
Competition.
So the question was.
What was the question?
The question was. There's two. Well, yeah, I think it was slightly ambiguous. So it was,
was it?
who wrote the. No, who. Oh, flipping heck.
What was it about?
It was about a song that we did. Oh, goodness gracious.
What was it to do with?
Anyone remember what the question was?
We're back to not remembering the questions now.
It was.
It was yesterday. Oh, yesterday.
It was
Yeah,
only yesterday.
one day ago.
It was yesterday.
Less than 1 day ago.
I'll scroll back.
No, hold on. It was. Yes, it was a song. It was who did. What was a hit? What was the biggest hit of someone who did a song that we?
Oh, Bobby
did?
Helms.
Yes.
Right, Bobby Helms' birthday, and we did the Tennessee rock and roll, and we said we couldn't do his biggest hit because it didn't fit with the season we were in, the time of the year, and so we said what was his big
hit.
universal hit, and of course it was
Jingle Bell Rock.
exactly. And did anyone get it right?
Yes, lots of people got it right.
I've got
And so, here we go. Drum roll, please. To win another copy of our CD, which you've probably already got.
Oh my God, who is it?
It's a long one.
They're all-
Kenneth Fernandez.
Well
There
done,
was
Kenneth.
something in the air that night. The competition was right. Fernandez.
So
Well done, Kenneth.
I've got a question for tonight.
Kenneth Fernandez.
No name favouritism there.
No. Question
Oh, yeah. Well, I wonder why they're all Kenneth.
for tonight.
An Elvis question.
Yeah.
Is it to do with any of the particular songs? Oh, are they?
Ready? So, question. Well, first of all, my Elvis story is basically, I first heard he died when I was actually, I think it was the 9 o'clock news on the day. I was playing cards. I think I was playing rummy with my sister and my mum, and it came on the news that said he had died. And then basically about 10 minutes later, it said, "Hold on, no, I don't think he has died. We think he's just ill." And then a news flash happened after I think about 10:30, saying that he actually had died. So, being a big fan, I was just devastated. Of course, that's my story. Right, so basically the question is, Love Me Tender, Ian just sang very nicely. What was the original title of the film? The original title of the film before it was changed to Love Me Tender.
Ooh, good one.
Oh.
Good one.
Oh.
So, don't answer in the comments. Don't answer in the comments.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
So I'm going to put the link. The link is actually in the video description of where to send competition answers. I'm going to put the link in the comments. It's the JiveStream page on our website. Very easy to find, and you just fill it in there. And I'm going to put it there now.
He's going to put it in there right now. All right then. So we noticed that actually nearly all the Elvis song requests, as we skim through them looking for Elvis songs on here, and nearly all of them are from Trisha Coombs. And she asked for this one tonight, which is Return to Sender. So there we go. We're going to do Return to Sender for... Hey, do you have the words for it? No.
Tell the story, John. Tell the story. What were you doing?
Tell the story. Hold on. This is one like we got an auto cue on this one. This one I need a cheat sheet because I don't know all the words. Oh, anyway.
Don't know that we do actually. Did we do it before?
Yeah. It's all become disorganised here. So it looks all nice this side. Should see stuff. Well, I tell you what, we were going to tell you the story of when we actually went to Gracelands. We got to go to Graceland. We were at the end of our at the end of our tether. We're at the end of a really long, it was about 3 months tour of the United States of America. Same one where I think we ended up in Canada. Was that? Same time when you saw the video the other day. We put on, if you didn't see the video, we put on the one of us on Toronto TV, on Breakfast TV. And so there we were, touring across America. And our last gig was quite a long drive, and we ended up in Memphis. And we played in Memphis, and we played for the opening of a literacy and children's centre, a literacy centre for learning centre for kids in Memphis. And it was joint owned or opened by Isaac Hayes, as in Shaft, and Lisa Marie Presley. So we were booked for that, and we played for that. Our daughters were there, and all the kids were there, and everything. We played for that, and then not only did we were big meat eaters at the time. We got ribs bought for us by Isaac Hayes, but also there was a big party afterwards. Did we play at the party? I can't remember. We attended a party. There was a club there called Presley's, and there was a big thing at Do there. So we did that, and then we basically the next day, Lisa Marie gave us tickets, VIP tickets, to go to Gracelands, which meant that we could drive in the doors. And we went, what were we in? We were in a vintage car, wasn't it?
No, it's not a van.
No, it was a van, but it was 2 cars because someone got there, they had like a green vintage car. So we had a van and a vintage car, and we drove in to Gracelands, and we had the tour, and it was lovely. That's it, really. It's a bit of a like boring story when it comes from your end, but when you do it, it's really good.
But you're
I fell
forgetting
into the
that we
water.
also, when we went back across the road to the cafe and had the legendary
Yes.
peanut
I was
butter,
trying to think where that was.
fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches
That's right.
in the Graceland Cafe. Yeah, but the significance of driving through the gate, we got to drive through the gates. Normally you have to park across the road in the tourist car park bit and get like a shuttle bus.
Yeah.
But because we were working with Lisa Marie, we got to drive through the music note gates ourselves, which was pretty cool.
Which is awesome.
And then we were in the jungle room, baby.
In the jungle room, everything. It's really good if you've never been there. It's really good, and there's a very good audio thing, which is probably even better now. This is a long while ago. We had an audio presentation as you went around, which was, I think, Priscilla doing it. Yeah, it was very good. About the dreams and all that sort of thing. So did you find them then?
Nope.
We had them there.
Did we have them out? Did we?
No. I don't know if you got. We had them there for the last time. We didn't.
Don't have them right now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So, all right then. I'll find it on the phone in case. We're going to do it for Tricia Coombs. Tricia Coombs is basically a legend of
She's a sharing monster.
Sherry Monster, legend of JiveStream. I probably know them in my head from just hearing it loads of times, but she only asked. What was it, about an hour before we did the show? She messaged me and said, "Can we do it?" Return to sender lyrics. There you go. Then I'll have a cheat. You don't mind, do you? There you go. I think Elvis even read a song, read one, didn't he? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Return sender. I gave a letter to the postman. He put it in his sack. And bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back.
She wrote upon it.
Return sender. Address unknown. I know such a number. I know such song. We had a quarrel, a love a spat. I write, I'm sorry, but my letters keep coming back. So I dropped it in the mailbox and sent it specially. And bright and early next morning, they came right back to me.
She wrote upon it.
Return sender, address unknown. I know such a number, I know such song. This time I'm gonna take it myself and put it right in her hand. And if it comes back the very next day, then I'll understand the writing on it. Return sender, address unknown. I know such a number, no such song. We had a quarrel, a love a spat. I write, I'm sorry, but my letters keep coming back. Yeah, give us something, Johnny. This time I'm gonna take it myself, put it right in her hand. And if it comes back the very next day, then I'll understand the writing on it. Return sender, address unknown. Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. There you go. thrown together especially for Trisha Coombs. All right then. So, any more stories? Any more stories?
Any more stories?
No one's put the question. No one's put the question answer on there, have they? Please, no.
100 progs ago, I offered to get Alex a chalk and slate to write questions down. Lol.
A chalk and slate.
Says Roy.
The old tablet.
Wow, yeah,
The
that's
old-fashioned tablet.
Victorian technology. That. Probably earlier.
No, he's actually got. He's got a slate.
That's right. Steve says Bobby Helm's biggest hit. It was Jingle Bell Rock, but I forgot to enter. I blame the booze.
Great booze up.
Great.
And
booze
as you
up.
can hear, great booze up.
All
right then.
I remember a tribute to Elvis in Trafalgar Square. I think it must have been 10 years after his death. Says Rona.
Oh, that sounds familiar. And then, of course, there was the Elvis musical.
Starring?
PJ Proby to start off with. And then Shakin' Stevens. Timothy Whitnell. That was it. I was trying to think of that name. Played the early Elvis, yeah. Timothy Whitnell. There you go. And I was going, you saw it, didn't you? Yeah, so I booked for it. It was at the Astoria in London. And I booked for it. And then it finished. But they let me see, they transferred your tickets to see Shakin' Stevens doing a whole concert. Basically, he carried on, which was really good as well, because he did mainly the Elvis, because he was playing in the show. They basically, I guess it just must have ended, and then they still had the theatre, so Shakin' Stevens took over. There you go. It was good though. Huh?
Great show.
Did you come? You came as well, did you? Yeah, well, me and Pete went to school together, so it was probably my birthday treat. Because you always used to come on my birthday treats. That's how we saw Freddie Starr as well, who also was a very good Elvis impersonator. And Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy live at the Rainbow Theatre. But yeah, Freddie Starr, I remember him doing a good Elvis impression live. I know he does on videos, but when you see it live, it was good. What am I going to do now? Oh, here we go. Something a little earlier. This is almost... can't really do this without skiffing it up a little bit. Or are you going to blues harp it?
That's all right, Mama.
That's all right, Mama, yeah. Hey, that's all right, Mama. That's all right with you. That's all right, Mama. Any way you do, but that's all right. That's all right. Hey, that's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Well, Mama, she done told me, Papa done told me too. Son, that girl you fooling with, she ain't no good for you. Well, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Yeah. I'm leaving town, baby. Leaving town for sure. And you won't be bothered with me hanging around your door, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. You two on first. Come on now. I'm leaving town, baby, leaving town for sure. And you won't be bothered with me hanging around your door, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. That's right, Mama, which of course is from the Sun Sessions, legendary Sun Sessions, 1954. What date was that recorded? Because I believe he was recording that in 1954 at the same time, believe it or not, that Lonnie Donegan was recording Rock Island Line in the UK. Except Rock Island Line didn't come out till a year later, I think. But they were recording at the same time, which is quite interesting. Rootsy, bluesy thing going on. Sort of our own version of rockabilly in our place, and the Hillbilly Cat in the Sun Studios. And when we were in, it was really funny because when we were in Memphis, being Brits, suddenly you had like 6 Brits in Memphis, walking around Memphis, and we had our, we didn't have yellow suits then, we had like teal, is that what they called it? Like blue, basically. A bluey green colour, turquoise colour. But in America they called it teal. You got a teal coloured suit. And so we were going around and we did something on every TV channel in Memphis while we were there. And this was great because we'd never really been touring America. It was our first big tour of America. And we were on we'll have to see if we've got any of those we can show. And then I was going to say, what happened is we thought there was one we hadn't. And in the morning we were actually driving out of town, leaving. We had time to go and visit Sun Studios. So we went to Sun Studios and we thought, let's take a photograph in front of Sun Studios with our teal turquoise suits on. So, of course, we're there. And there was the other TV station that we hadn't been on was outside Sun Studios doing some show about the weather or something. I don't know,
they were renaming the road outside San Phillips Boulevard.
Oh, there you go. Oh, so it tied in quite nicely then in a way. And then they saw us in our suits, asked who we were, and then filmed us in an interview and everything outside Sun Studios. So somewhere we'll have to look for that. Somewhere we've got that as well.
We've got the photo. I don't know if we've got the video. But that night, who was recording when we were there?
Warren Smith was it?
No, Billy Lee Riley.
Billy Lee Riley. Yeah, was he in the cafe?
He was in the cafe. Oh, Malcolm
Yelvington. For all the rockabillys watching, yeah. Malcolm Yelvington was in the cafe.
Being interviewed for something, probably about the same thing.
Yeah.
And that night, Billy Lee Riley was coming in to record his then forthcoming album.
Yeah. Wow. Malcolm Yelvington. All right, then, so how are we doing for time? Oh, my God, we're running out of time.
Just quickly, though, Alan Wheatley says PJ Proby lives a few miles from him. Say hello.
Where is that?
Is that Lincolnshire? I can't remember. Where do you live, Alan Wheatley? I can't remember. And Lil Rondalee's just joined us. She says, "Is it me, or has the internet been terribly broken lately? Streaming is like pulling teeth." Yeah, it seems like that, but it seems okay today.
Maybe they're doing it for everyone. The last time we saw PJ Proby was in Ireland. Me and you saw him at a birthday party.
That birthday party.
I think he was there. Yeah. I think he was there because I think he was there. It was him that someone was taking a photograph with. Yeah. At a birthday party in Ireland. And PJ Proby was there. So I assume he's still going and alive then and kicking.
Well, if he lives a few...
Exactly, yeah.
Not far from Alan.
Well, I think he has a farm now, doesn't he? PJ Proby the farmer. All right, now. So, we're going to do Saved. Mate, big on the 68 special. Elvis style. I'm afraid if Cara or Cassidy are watching, not like them. Smoke drink? I used to smoke, I used to drink, I used to smoke, drink, and dance a hoochie coo. I used to smoke and drink and dance a hoochie coo. Oh yeah, now I'm standing on a corner, praying for me and you. Oh yeah, well I'm saved. People, let me tell you about a kingdom come, you know I'm saved. Well, I'm saved. Well, I can preach and tell you if and dumb. Well, I'm standing on the corner, beating on the big bass drum. Oh yeah, I used to cuss, I used to fuss, I used to cuss, fuss, and boogie all night long. I used to cuss and fuss, cuss and fuss and boogie all night long. Oh yeah, now I'm standing on a corner, boogie and I'm gone. Oh yeah, well I'm saved, I'm saved. People let me tell you about a kingdom come, you know I'm saved, I'm saved. Well, I can preach and tell you deaf and dumb. Oh well, I'm standing on the corner, beating on a big bass drum. Oh yeah. I used to cheat, I used to lie, cheat, step on people's feet. I used to lie and cheat, lie and cheat and step on people's feet. Oh yeah, now I'm standing on the corner, salvation is my bed. Oh yeah, well I'm saved, I'm saved. People let me tell you about a kingdom come, you know I'm saved, I'm saved. Well, I can preach and tell you deaf and dumb. Oh well, I'm standing on the corner, banging on a big bass drum. Oh yeah, well I'm saved, I'm saved. Well, people let me tell you about it, kingdom come, you know I'm saved, I'm saved, I'm saved, I'm saved. Oh well, I'm standing on the corner, beating on the big bass drum. Oh yeah, well I'm standing on the corner, beating on a big bass drum. Oh yeah, well I'm standing on the corner, beating on that big bass drum. Whoa, yeah. Oh, sorry. Well, there's he. CC Rider. Oh, well, then we're running out of time, so I think we'll have to. We've run out of time, but let's do it anyway. We'll do a bit of Blue Suede Shoes. So I hope you've enjoyed our Elvis night. We got loads of songs that we couldn't squeeze in. Sorry if we didn't. If you've got any other requests, we can always do them another night when it's not just an Elvis night. But we can still do Elvis because we love Elvis. Yeah. Without Elvis, we wouldn't have heard all this music. We wouldn't have gone backwards in time instead of listening to whatever disco was being played in the discos, and worked our way back into what now people call roots music. That's what we did. We looked at the back of the sleeves, because in those days you had actual albums, and you'd look and it would say, he was influenced by Arthur Big Boy Crudup. So you'd buy a copy of Arthur Big Boy Crudup. And we used to go to all these old blues record shops and stuff like that, and you'd find the records that Elvis was influenced by. And we worked our way backwards in time, and you ended up with the Jive Aces. So yes, you've got him to blame. There we go. What are we doing? B flat? There we go. Blue Suede Shoes. We're going to do our style, a little more jivey, a little bit hillbilly in it as well. Pee Wee King did a very good version for those that know Pee Wee King. Should have a bit of steel guitar on it with her. Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready now. Go, cat, go, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down, step in my face, slamming my name all over the place. Do anything that you wanna do, but honey, lay off of them shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. You can burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you wanna do, honey, lay off of them shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Yeah, now, play that piano bar. up my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you wanna do, but honey, lay up in them shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Yeah, well, a blue suede shoes, honey. Blue suede shoes, yeah. A blue suede shoes, yeah. A blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. There you go. Thank you very much. Elvis has left the building. Well, he wasn't actually here. Elvis is always there, isn't he? So, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. With whatever's going on, whoever's birthday it is and whatever. Send in your requests, send in your birthdays. Let us know. Gracie didn't have time for an Italian time tonight. There you go. She'll do a big Italian time tomorrow. Email Gracie if you've got her email and give your requests or whatever you want if it's somebody's birthday. Anyway. Oh, we'll meet again. I don't know when. Don't know when. But I know we'll meet again. Yes, I know we'll meet again. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. Toodle pip. Cheerio. TTFN. Tiny bye. See you later. So long. I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Thank you very much. The king is dead. Long live the king. See you tomorrow.
Yeah! Yeah! Wow! Love me or leave me or let me be lonely. You won't believe me, but I love you only. I'd rather be lonely than happy with somebody else. You may find the night time the right time for kissing. Nighttime is my time for just reminiscing, regretting instead of forgetting with somebody else. There will be no one less, that someone is you. I intend to be independently blue. I want your love and I don't want to borrow. I've been today just to get back tomorrow. Your love is my love, there's no love for nobody else. Shabba-ba-zoo-ta-bee-ta-oo, ooh, ooh, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba- There will be no one less, that someone is you. I intend to be independently blue. I want your love and I don't want to borrow. Have it today just to get back tomorrow. Your love is my love, there's no love for nobody else. Blow it, John! Yeah! All right, all right. There will be no one less, that someone is you, you, you. I intend to be independently blue, blue, blue. You may find the night time the right time for kissing. Night time is my time for just reminiscing, regretting instead of forgetting for somebody else. Oh!